METHOD Lab.
How did you get so good at that?
You done?
Yeah, I don't think I can do it anymore.
That's cool. Do you mind if I finish myself off really fast? I'm super close.
Oh yeah, knock yourself out. Okay. I'm not even kidding, man. I mean, that was...
Do you have a product or project or establishment that you need to promote? Let us help you get noticed. Take advantage of Hitting Hard Radio's Artist and Business of the Week April sale for $300. HittingHardRadio.com brings over 80,000 listeners a week in front of your art, craft, and or business. For more information, contact Sair at 414-502-7808. Once again, 414-502-7808. For all your advertising needs from the pulse of the city, HittingHardRadio.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Method Lab, to the METHOD Lab. Let's give another round of applause here. Today is Tuesday, Toxic Tuesday, what you've been waiting for. But first, let's do our introductions. Welcome to the show. We are here at hittinghardradio.com. Make sure you go and bookmark the website to your phone, to your desktop, to your home screen, to your tablet, to your TV. Go ahead and join us on Facebook, in the Messenger, or at the website, or at Twitch. Follow us on all our platforms here at Hitting Hard Radio, the pulse of the city. We are, again, the Method Lab. So, if you are not joining us on the Messenger, call, text 414-502-9447. Make sure you tune in every single day of the week for our programming. Everything from the Wake Your Ass Up in the Morning show with Core DJ LA starting at 8 a.m. every morning here on HittingHardRadio.com. Followed by the Morning Shift with Zaire every day from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. First hour of the show is live on Facebook with all of your latest and greatest interviews. Today and every day of this month is National Poetry Month, so Zaire has been taking the time to really bless us with videos and visuals showcasing poetry. And if you yourself are a poet and would like to come into the studio or like to call in or chime in, make sure you take advantage of that, because that is what we got going on in the morning shift. And then it's followed by us here at the Method Lab from 2 to 4, where we talk about shit, a whole lot of shit. You know, we bring the shit, and then we leave the shit, and then we take the shit out, and then shit happens. You know, not in that order, but that's what it is. It's a whole lot of shit talking. I was going to go into a Ric Flair thing, but it's not the time nor the place.
Wow.
Immediately after our show, you got Fire in the Streets with OG Gotti, so make sure you check in on that show, Fire in the Streets. OG Gotti is our music director, so he has nothing but the hottest, latest music, new releases, independents. He plays a little bit of everything. Visually, that show is it's amazing. It's amazing. So make sure you go to hittinghardradio.com every Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. to catch the fire in the streets, to watch these amazing videos of just artistic quality. It's a very good visual aid. And you get the ad-libs and the presentation that OG Gotti gives. It's not matched here in the city. So make sure you check that out. What else? Every Wednesday and Thursday evening, make sure you tune in for Caesar and the Comfort Zone with Way Back Wednesdays and Throwback Thursdays, spinning all of the greatest old school hits for your evening, for your nightcaps. Man, it's a vibe. It's a vibe for sure. Tune in on Saturdays from 12 to 3 for Da Bodega. And Friday nights, don't forget the Hitting Hard Mix Show starting at 9 p.m. Get your evening started right for getting that weekend nightcap and that weekend venture squared away and on its way as you go out about town. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. And don't forget, every Sunday from 8 p.m. to, I believe it's 10 p.m., tune in for the Mankind Show with your main man, Stickman, for all your EDM needs. So make sure you tune in on Sunday for that. Man, that coffee's got my mouth real salivaty. Salivaty. I don't know if that's even a word.
Wow.
Full of saliva.
I don't think so, Tim.
Yes. Okay. So thank you to all the groups that allow us to share. Thank you to all of you that listen on a daily basis. We appreciate you guys. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. And you guys are part of our 80,000 weekly viewers, and we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and making us the station that we are. Again, take advantage of all of our sales and promotional sales. If you yourself have a business, if you are an artist, if you are somebody that needs to get the word out and needs a platform and needs an audience, we are here for you. Make sure you contact our sales director, Zaire, at 414-502-7808. 414-502-7808, or leave us a message here at the station at 414-502-9447. He can go over our sales deck and all of our promotions going on, like the one we have going on for April, which is Artist or Featured Business of the Week, where you get interviews, you get spins if you're a musician, and you also get featured artist on our main page. So like I said, we have 80,000 plus weekly viewers that go to our homepage every week. So that puts you in front of 80,000 plus potential downloaders of your music, potential viewers of your videos, potential clients of your products, all in one page for a very, 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 very generous rate of $300. So make sure you contact Zaire again, 414-502-7808. Let your people know. Share. So now we get to it. The toxicity of the city. Today is my main man, Larry Williams' birthday. So by the act of gods and the water of the Euphrates and I don't know what type of water they have at that. I don't know where we're going.
I don't know where he's going.
It is Toxic Tuesday, and his birthday happened to land this year on the most toxic of all days.
Yep.
So let's see where today's show will venture. Make sure you let the man know how much you love him and admire him. Send him money to his Cash App. It's Gio Ama, $. Gio Ama. He takes increments of 20. Nothing less does not show your devotion. But if it adds up in increments of 5, again, $. Gio Ama.
The pandering is real today.
Right?
I'm telling you.
Daddy wants some Uggs.
If it isn't,
I want those new Croc Uggs.
if it isn't tying cash apps to my birthday, it's posting, "Hey, it's Larry's birthday. Who wants to hug me?"
Right, right. Meet me out back.
Right. These fucking people. It's crazy.
Man, Duhamel says, "Happy birthday, Larry." Pew pew pew.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Man.
So, how does it feel to be alive
Well,
on this another day of celebrating your birthday? Because there's only one true birthday.
Yeah,
the
it's
day you're born. This is just celebrating the fact that the expiration date hasn't come yet.
It's the New Year.
Yeah.
You know, New Year's is just a regular holiday for me. It was not even. I don't even really treat it as such. New Year's is just another day. But for me, it's my New Year's. And when I look at the totality of everything, I measure from April to April. And it's been a weird one, but it's been a real one. It was great because this morning, I got a lot of sound advice. Talked to my mother last night, my father as well, and then I talked to my aunt this morning when I got here. And it's just interesting, man, you know, because at some point you want people to see you for who you are and recognize what you do and what you bring to the table. And the thing is, not everyone is going to see you like that. And it's not that you're not doing your part. It's just that, you know, it's just...
They're running off a different equation?
Sometimes. But other times, you know, we get our heads so stuck so far up our asses that we only remember certain things about you. And remember who you were, not necessarily who you are. And who you were may not reflect who you are today. But, you know, sometimes people are just so far removed that they don't really see the big picture that you bring. And then today I was reminded of that big picture because I was told that one of my cousins who was around and saw me filming in Arizona, they saw me actually set up, man, a camera and conduct, you know, this documentary style interview. And seeing them, they saw me and were watching me closer than I thought. And now my cousin is taking classes to learn how to do exactly that.
Nice.
I have another cousin who's younger than me, who's watched me since he was a baby. You know him. You've seen him. You know, he pledged the fraternity a couple years ago, Phi Beta Sigma.
Yes, sir. Shouts out to that. Very proud moment. Love the fact that I was able to witness that.
He will be featured in his first film, making his acting debut this May.
Nice.
In a film called Bro Code, which I cannot wait to see.
Yes.
And if you want to see what that trailer looks like, you got to go to Method Lab chat group.
I did see the,
It looks good. Looks good. My daughter, who I love dearly, I talk about her so much on the show, now makes canvases, these little square canvases that she does her art designs on and sells them to her friends.
Nice.
You know, when I started to do this, I wanted to make a better way for people who were like myself. You know, young kids who are told that, you know, there's only two ways out of, you know, your surroundings. It's either you play ball, whether it's sports of any kind, or you do music. And that avenue cracked open for so many people. My cousin tried to do music and ended up, you know what I'm saying, the streets played a part in how he, you know, didn't get to realize that potential. I had another cousin who wanted to be a model and wanted to be a fashion supermodel and fashion stylist. And she didn't get to make it because the streets took her life before she had the chance. I had another cousin who wanted to be in music, wanted to be a fashion designer. Streets called her. She's serving life in jail. When I look at, like, a lot of the cousins, we had to figure it out. There were so many of us that were trying to figure things out, to carve a way in society where we could fit, but also at the same time be happy doing what we love. And it wasn't all just art and everything like that. People wanted to be, you know, just work a steady 9 to 5 and have a pension. Some wanted to serve in the military. Some people wanted stability. Some people wanted a family. Some people wanted a huge family. Some people wanted to be a boss and be their own business person. And a lot of us had to go through failing just to do that. But we did it. And for a lot of us, you know, we don't really see each other as much as we want to. But it's the fact that we're always watching. And sometimes, you know, we get so caught up in life and the way things are going and all the trappings and demandings that we have going on. It's rare that we get a chance to really tell each other, like, dude, I see you. I see what you're doing. And I just want to let you know the impact that you're making. Don't quit. Don't give up what you're doing. It's tough. It is. I cannot imagine what you're going through. I can't imagine the obstacles you face. But there are young eyes that are watching you and hoping for one day, just one day, that their first job will be for you. Someone that they trust, someone that they know will take care of them and make sure that they learn everything they need and they won't be fucked over. People want a way out. Not of the hood, not of the financial standards, but just a way out. A way out of panicking and worrying about what the future holds. And it was just today that I got to realize that, you know, not just from my daughter's standpoint, but from other people too as well. There are people out there that feel that they need to keep up with me. We were talking about that yesterday, and actually last week too. The perception of folks. And yet it rings truer because, you know, when you hit that 40, you feel it. Like, I got up this morning and I swear to you I went to sleep late. It had to be like 2 o'clock. Because I talked to my mother, had a long conversation with her, which I want to say, shout out to my mom and my Aunt San, McTwindom LLC. My mom is so goddamn gangster. I love it. fucking love it. Number one, I was told to tell you that they see you too. Say congratulations for being a GM. And they said that we missed out on a very, very great show in Vegas. They went to see Silk Sonic. And what I heard about this show, it just made me just melt right into the floor. Like I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't believe it. And sure enough, you would have loved this shit. First and foremost, Silk Sonic did a show. They actually had a review in Vegas for the last 3 months. And they've actually extended that stay because the show has been sold out every single day. Mm-hmm. And it is getting the best reviews. But from what she told me, she said, when you go to this show, they take your phone. They put it in a bag, and they lock it away. And you get it afterwards. 2 hours later, of course. Because for the next 2 hours, you're going back in time to a very, very groovy time. And you're going to party for the next 2 hours. And party, yes, you will. Singing, dancing, all of that. You will do all of that at the show. And as a matter of fact, they remind you halfway through when they say, you see how much fun you having? That's because we took your punk ass phones. And they actually have a song where they sing about how they took your punk ass phone. And let me tell you, the way my mother described this shit, it was so funny because she could not stop laughing at how hysterical it was, but yet the song was catchy as shit. She was like, I've never heard that song. It's not on that album. I've been trying to find it everywhere. They just made the song up. And they've been doing this and working it into their performance where they do a whole song singing, aren't you glad we took your bitch ass phone? I've never wanted to see a show this bad. Since like Hard Knock Life, since the Up in Smoke tour, since fucking, I can't even think of another. Since Dave Chappelle, shit. I can't think of anything else. I want to see this show. This show has to be incredible. Just as there's lights, there's lasers, it's like a lounge. Anderson .Paak looked like Ike Turner. She was like, it was amazing. She couldn't get enough of it. Something for old school, new school folks, everything. She was like, man, you talk about bad. That show is bad.
We need to sign up for a PPP loan.
Yo, we don't even need to do that. Because I learned the hustle. And when I say I learned the hustle, I know how to get us into that show if they remain in Vegas. The only thing that we have to be responsible for is the flight. But
all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna start walking right meow. Think I can make it to Vegas in 48 hours.
Non-stop. No waiting.
Just need to toot some fentanyl, get my ass going.
Now, you know what the funny thing is? The trips, the flights out there are really reasonable. Yeah. They are very reasonable.
And I think Spirit is like $15 if you fly the plane.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Spirit merged with Frontier.
Oh, did they?
And yeah, and there's a chance that you may have your flight canceled and you may have to stay wherever you are till like for 4 days.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We're on the schedule.
Plus, when it comes to like food and stuff, like you know how when you go to like Delta or Southwest, they'll come by with a cart and shit and juice and everything. Nah, not
they have a trough.
Not even.
They have a bucket they pass around.
Not even. It's a box of Popeye's chicken. You got a choice between a breast, wing, and a thigh. That's it. Breast, wing, thigh. No drumstick.
Get the chicken ass.
That's it. And the wings are separate. They break it in half, so you get like the wing tip, or you pick the drumstick. That's it. That's it.
Right.
That's it. So you got to pick it out, and you take one and pass to the left. That's what you do. You take one, pass to the left, and that's it.
Mel signed up. He said he's down to go with us.
Bro, I'm telling you, let's take a Vegas trip. I realized she put me in touch because, you know, we did the Vegas trip and, you know, all the Compton stuff I was telling you about. The system has changed. They have switched the reward system. However, it's still connected. So I'm still getting points from MGM. And they perform at the park MGM, which is like right there next to New York, Paris, you know, the hotels and everything. So it's right in the middle of everywhere you want to be. It's right in the heart of everything. You're not too far from where you can rent cars and drive down the strip. You're not too far from where you can jump into the hot air balloons and do that. You're not too far from where you can sign up and do the dune buggies and, you know what I'm saying, the ATVs.
How far away is the Bunny Ranch?
Not even.
Oh, see, there we go.
You're right. That's why I said you're right at the heart of everything, where you can shuttle out on the monorail and go to casino.
That monorail's out there?
Yeah.
I've never been to Vegas or
Dude,
even the closest thing I know about Vegas is two things: casino and that movie that Bruno Mars was in with where he played the Elvis impersonator with Nicolas Cage. Like those
He was in that?
Yeah, he was a little kid, the little Elvis impersonator.
Wait a minute, I'm thinking of something else. Wait,
Where Nick Cage plays a Elvis impersonator, kind of like
jumped out the plane or something.
I think so, some shit.
I remember that. I didn't see it, but I remember that.
Yeah, me too. I remember seeing it, but I really don't remember the movie. I just remember that once I grew up and Bruno Mars became a thing, they're like, "Oh, you remember when he was in that movie with Nicolas Cage?" I was like, "No," but I remember the movie, kind of, sort of.
I remember.
I
That
wish
was
it was
actually a pretty toxic movie.
I
Like,
bet
all
all Nicolas Cage movies are toxic.
You know what I thought you were talking about? I thought you were talking about that movie with Kevin Costner,
with Russell Crowe, Kurt Russell.
When they were all like Robin.
That was bad.
That was crazy. Ice-T was in that shit. They were all dressed as Elvis impersonators.
I know, not gonna lie, I had a crush on what's that? The chick from Friends that was in there.
Oh, Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox, because she got the Cox from.
She looked very hookerish.
Yeah.
In the movie. Very hookerish. I've never seen her.
And to think
look
Santa
at all
Claus
like that.
plowed her in that movie.
He did.
Dressed as Elvis.
Elvis. He plowed her
repeatedly.
And that was crazy because Kevin Costner was like evil Elvis.
Yeah.
He was evil Elvis, and he was supposed to be. There's a little side note, a little spoiler for the film. Trust me, it's not gonna matter.
No.
But the whole premise of it was that, you know, they robbed his bank, everybody got double crossed, but Kevin Costner was playing this guy who could, or maybe not, might have been or could be related to Elvis as like a bastard offspring kid.
Yeah.
But he was basically just like this evil Elvis dude who was just out to double cross everybody and take this money that he stole. And it was all over the place. It was crazy.
Yeah, there's moments.
But it was crazy. It was a real nuts. And
but yeah, that's pretty much, not just a side note, but that's pretty much as far as I know. And occasionally when they used to do the Cops from Vegas, Too Hot for TV episodes.
and see that to me, because they explored the neighborhood, and the neighborhood looks so ratchet. But you know, it's a ratchet city, and it's the strip. But the strip though, it's like it looks so busy. Even though if you go to a high vantage point, you can see where it's scattered desert. But when you're on the ground floor of everything, it just looks huge. Everything is massive. The buildings are massive. There are buildings with roller coasters on the outside. There's a Statue of Liberty next to the fucking Eiffel Tower. And you're just like, well,
Pardon me, sir.
this isn't geographically accurate at all. But I don't care.
I did forget one very important gem in my Vegas story.
What's that?
Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't forget about that.
you gotta see the strip where that took place.
Yeah, they have the Marlboro Man.
Yeah.
Do they?
I think they
see.
still
I want to
do.
go to Vegas now.
Still do. I'm telling you, there was a spot I was told about, a speakeasy spot, and my mom told me about it. She said you guys would love it, she told us, she said, we need to plan a trip.
I'd love to finally meet your mom.
And she was like, there's one spot we need to see. And that is this speakeasy that also doubles as a mob museum.
Ooh, now that's my type of spot.
You can go in there, you can eat, you can drink, you can have cigars. It's a cigar bar. And they play nothing but the jazz and the old school swing standards.
Ooh.
And everywhere, there's literally mafia memorabilia everywhere.
Nice.
So, hey, I've been there, and like I said, I want to make it one of those things I do annually. Just as one of those things to just do and be able to say, hey, it's about that time. Vegas.
Right? It's like, I'm due for a penicillin shot. We're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas. But it goes down, man. And it's the place is bananas, man. It's bananas. There's so much you can do. There's always stuff to do. There's always opportunities to get comped because they want you out there. And as long as you're seeing the spots and you're going to the places that they have advertised, like, hey, check this out, check this out, check this out. I have no problem giving you rewards and bonuses and coupons. Like, hey, half off. Just go in there. Mm-hmm. Tell us about it. Brag about it. Snap pictures. Tell other people about it. Review the places. They don't mind. They want you to expose, what it's like. Like when we went, they were so adamant about, yeah, come on out. Come out and have some fun. And around that time, they was already like, starting to get towards the pandemic where the outbreak started to happen. So people were slowing down flights, and Vegas was trying to combat that and saying, no. If you're going to come, come on. We'll throw some discounts and comp you and all this other stuff. So they were doing everything they could to keep, attendance up. Mm-hmm. So while that COVID thing happened, yeah, they were still getting some people, but it wasn't as much as they were getting before. So now they have to do everything they can to, get you going.
Boost that up, get that traveling flowing and going.
Yeah, so that's why they're like, you know what? Come on out. Have fun. Kick it with us. And they got fucking people coming and going and celebrities in and out. So it's like, you're liable to run into a couple.
Yeah. Silk Sonic, yeah, I'll check it out.
Last time I was there, Eddie Murphy was there. And Drake, and Lil Jon, and DMX, all in those days. Incredible. And I got to see 2 out of the ones I listed. Perfect. I'm safe to say anytime we go, you're going to have a great time. It'll be worth it. So, I'm putting that in your ear because, like I said, that's going to be something I'm going to start.
Well, I told you what my aspirations for next year, for my birthday. I'm not going to say it publicly, but I agree with you. We need to start planning events and trips to do on a yearly basis now that we're adults and we're grown.
And plus, at the same time, we're cameramen. I say let's go and let's shoot a movie on the fly.
I'm down.
Method Lab goes to Vegas.
Let's do it. Starting now.
Take a cruise.
Starting now.
Let's shoot something. There's a lot of interesting shit that can happen. Mm-hmm. Hell, if you go to the MGM Grand and you're actually on the West Wing, hell, that's half your movie right there. That's where all the prostitutes and bachelor parties hang out.
Jeez.
And kids. So, I wouldn't stay over there, but I'd venture over there and just see what's going on. I actually had a moment when I went to Vegas. There was a group of guys that came up to me while it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. They just flew in. They were all from New York. One was African. The other two, because the dude was from Nigeria, but the other two were from here, and they met in medical school.
Oh, nice.
So they were all doctors. And they were flying in because their friend was getting married, so they were doing a bachelor party. And I guess they got in they were from California, so they got in or drove in, and they were like, "Yo, what's good? What's popping?" I'm like, "Man, I just came from the Rio. I'm already drunk. I had a goddamn witch doctor. The fucking chalice was smoking. My whole family is all fucked up. So I'm fucked up, and I'm just in Subway waiting because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in Subway just waiting for a breakfast sandwich so I can just go to bed. Just need something to soak this up and go to bed. And they're like, "Yo, man, you know what's going on, man? What's going on?" I see people coming. You know, it's you know, at a certain time, the hookers are out, and they're merging in with regular people, and you can always tell they're hookers because they don't wear drawers. It's just like they just don't wear undergarments. That's how it goes. They want you to see they're on duty. But at the same time, what they don't want is for people to pick them up and say, "Hey, don't be in here soliciting." So they got to blend in. So they see all this and they're like, "Yo, about to do this bachelor party, man. What's popping? What's some of the spots to go check out right now?" I'm like, "Look, man, it's my first night here. I don't even know. Like, I'm just trying to get this breakfast sandwich and maybe lay down. I don't know. I'm up in the air." And they're like, "Yeah, we're about to go to this spot my guy told me about. You want to come?" I don't know these guys. I don't know them. But we're having a conversation. And in the process of having a conversation, them having such a good time, they was like, "Yo, you want to roll with us? Like, you out here kicking it and shit. You want to roll with us?" I mean, I guess. Let me get this sandwich. We can go. Like, so we go. And let me tell you, it was a ball. Everything they do, so much better than what they do here. Entertainment, live entertainment, whether it's adult or just entertaining kids, it's just fun. Just the fun. Everything is a spectacle, and it looks great. When you can enjoy taking a walk down in the middle of the street, like where the busy shit is, man, can't ask for nothing better. Just take a stroll. Take a stroll. That's what I advise people. If you can't figure out anything to do, if you don't have like the type of person that likes to plan anything, just go. Check in and take a stroll. You'll figure out some stuff to do. Trust me. Trust me. But yeah,
Vegas, here we go.
Vegas. I would like to do that. I've actually thought about that in my mind several times. Like, I know like The Hangover has their thing about what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, which is funny. But that would be interesting to the Method Lab on a trip, Vegas, and there's a lot of funny things you can get into. A lot of interesting things. When I went, we did a scavenger thing where you had to perform certain tasks. That was fun. There was a lot. I had one of the tasks my cousin had to take a picture with showgirls. Mm-hmm. We got extra bonus points if you could hold one of their legs. So we took pictures with showgirls that were on the street. They were just walking past, feather cockatoo fingertips, everything, poking out the ass and everything. And they walked up, was like, "Can we take a picture with you?" Sure. I was like, "Real quick. I know we're in the Me Too era, but I really need to take this picture holding one of your legs." So they put both their legs up, and I was holding both of them like, "Hey!" Fun. It's the only place you can see Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse actually get into a domestic fight.
Shut up, bitch!
You stole my cheese, you dirty whore! I'm just saying.
That's funny.
That's what the goods is, man.
How do you think Minnie finds out that Mickey's cheating on her, or vice versa?
Oh, man.
I think he finds this block of cheese, and the holes are bigger than usual. Like, "Hey, you had Goofy over here."
Right. And he probably looked at her, "You nosy rat, bitch." Oh, boy. Nosy as fuck.
Oh, shit. That's funny. Because if you don't know, Mickey Mouse likes fucking cheese.
He does. We saw the video. Look it up. It's in black and white.
It's in the vault.
Hell, your grandparents went to see it in the fucking theaters. Right. They paid $1.25 for this fucking shit. porn prices to see that mouse fuck cheese. Now, 75 years later, what did it got? Star Wars and Marvel. How the fuck does that happen?
Right.
Stuck his dick in cheese and he's used it to sign the check too, I guess. I don't know. Fuck him. You know, I love how this feels. Like being able to just be comfortable with your age. And like just to know, like, I may not be the physical specimen of perfection, but I'm healthy enough to enjoy the life that I'm living. I'm healthy enough to breathe air in my lungs and to yet dare to even imagine what other dangerous things I can do, as opposed to being someone who can't do anything and wish they could just do a simple thing like wiggle their fucking toe.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to be in that position.
It sucks when you can't wiggle your fucking toe. Because I can't wiggle my fucking toe.
It does.
I remember when I could.
I remember, you know, I had surgery to repair my abdomen due to muscle tears. And I remember being in bed and not even being able to sit up, not even be able to roll over, not being able to breathe, not being able to sleep, not being able to fucking laugh because everything hurt. Body just swollen. Ribs and everything felt like I just been folded and fucking went to Suplex City.
Like, what was that? Freddy versus Jason when he folds the dude on the bed?
God. Felt just like that. And it just, everything just hurt. It hurt like crazy. And I remember just like being so miserable about it because I wanted to do any and anything possible to take my mind off of the fact that I had to feel that pain that was bedridden. So much I fucking jumped the gun and came back to do the show because I just didn't want to sit and just be sore. I mean, I was already supposed to get up and walk around and stuff like that, but sitting up for that period of time, I pushed myself for it because I just did not want to just sit and do nothing. You know, the sitting and healing part is fine, but I got to heal my way. And my way involves me doing this and speaking to people like I do. And it's when you have that taken from you or when you lose that luxury that you appreciate it the most. And that's when you try your damnness to hold on to it because you're unsure of what will happen. And now I look back at a year later and I'm like, wow, man, I really put that energy in. And I can look today when we say like 80,000 listeners a week. That's amazing. I don't know what it was back a year ago. I don't know what the mark was. But I know when we reached those numbers, once we got here and once we were doing what we were doing and we were in our stride and we were making the marks and starting to get hit from people saying, hey, we'd like you to wear our jewelry. Hey, I would like to, see about possibilities of you guys, housing podcast shows. Hey, I would like for you guys to, come in and just take a look around, see what we're doing. Hey, I saw you guys, just wondering, you guys available to come and do this gig or come in and sit down and do this show or sit down and be guests on a show I'm putting together or creating? I would have never thought that a year ago. Just didn't seem like that was one of those things that was going to happen, you know, just like that. It was one of those things that felt like, I'm going to put a fucking year into really bringing something to say, really having something to say, really delivering something, a message of sorts, every single day. Didn't matter if it was funny, didn't matter if it was serious, didn't matter if it was toxic, didn't matter if it was, you know, something that could be, you know, misconstrued. It just didn't matter. As long as I came on this show and was real, I could be my 100% authentic self, then I'd be fine with that. But today, the fact that my birthday falls on a Toxic Tuesday, and everybody was wondering, what you going to talk about today? What's the message going to